I also am really pleased to be here to talk about one of my passions. You certainly know one of them has to do with local politics and change. But what I do and have done in East Africa is really fundamentally the same. We're trying to bring closer the haves and the have-nots. We're trying to bring social justice to people for whom it is not available. We're trying to be one. Like Chris, I started way back, only I'm a lot older than Chris. I first got a Rotary Fellowship to go to Kenya during medical school. So I took a year off, went to the University of Nairobi, where my advisor the first week of school said, well, Vicki, if you want to know Kenya, don't be in Nairobi. So he takes me to his village in Western Province, where there's a clinic in a hut, and I proceed to spend a year there volunteering, getting very inspired about public health, and epidemiology, which is the science of public health, became my focus. Again, you can see how that could morph into politics. Okay, so Tenny International. So again, you talk about what you get from being in a culture of love and sense of bounty. It makes you realize you can be a better person by giving more and by reaching out more. And so I was blessed after that year to later get a job working for USAID, the Agency for International Development, in Kenya, doing HIV/AIDS prevention. Back to my education in epidemiology, I got my PhD in 1985. The first cases of AIDS in San Francisco were identified in 81. So I'm being trained at a time that this weird thing is happening. It takes the next 40 years, are we up to 40? No, 30 still, to even get to a point where in the first world, AIDS is a chronic disease. It's no longer the killer that it is everywhere else. But when I was studying epidemiology, people still didn't even know what epidemiology was. And I had this passion for Kenya, for East Africa, for that generosity. And working for USAID led me to some lessons, not original, but a 2-year cycle doesn't work in international development. And what I mean by that is, as you know, congresspersons are elected every 2 years. They want USAID to show results in 2 years. Secondly, hands open, hands closed, whatever, USAID, by its very size, cannot really move to the community-based model that Village Life and Soteni are based on. And that's not only, I think, the right thing to do, it's going to be the more effective in the long term. Let's just keep going here. Okay, now, we all remember 9/11. We just passed another anniversary. Does anyone remember about how many people died that day from the World Trade Center?
About 3,000.
3,000. Yeah, about 3,000. So yesterday, I just wanted to let you know, just yesterday, over 4,000 individuals died of AIDS. So do the math. And if we've had